It's fugitive Australian journalist Shane Dowling from the website kangaroocourtofaustralia.com. Now, federal law enforcement agencies in the US have requested evidence that belongs to Fox News, and they're criminal law enforcement agencies. So that means Rupert Murdoch could be potentially facing criminal charges, and he might be under criminal investigation, and so could other staff members, obviously, at the Fox News network. And the obvious reason they'd request that evidence is because of the big lie and the big grift, which Fox News helped out on. And the big lie being is that the 2020 presidential election was stolen. And the big grift, well, that's where they've raised millions and millions of dollars on the back of that lie, telling the public, oh, look, the election was stolen, donate, donate, donate. So we'll have a listen to what Abby Grossberg's lawyer said on the network in the US. Abby Grossberg is a former Fox News employee who was sacked after she instituted proceedings against Fox News, one for being discriminated against, and another claim against Fox for claiming that they tried to influence her to, in effect, lie and deceive in a witness statement, which I wrote about a few weeks ago. But firstly, let's listen to what Abby Grossberg's lawyer said on the network in the US.
So what we want to get out of the case is the truth. And Abby is a whistleblower. And Abby's going to keep blowing that whistle until the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth comes out. Because that's the only way you're ultimately going to fight the big lie, which turned out to be the big grift. And we don't know how much is involved in that. I will tell you that we've been contacted by numerous law enforcement authorities.
You've heard from criminal law enforcement?
Yes.
About this case?
I've heard about the evidence that we have produced to the public.
They think there might have been a crime pursuant to what your client, this whistleblower, observed at Fox?
I really don't know, and the discussions are preliminary. I think it's more that the tapes are to a degree relevant to what the relationship was between the Trump campaign and what actually happened on air.
Have you provided any evidence to this law enforcement?
We're in the process of doing that.
You are?
Yeah.
Does that include federal law enforcement?
I don't want to go any further than that. And it's numerous law enforcement.
More than one investigation?
Yes.
Because, again, like I said, you're a newsworthy guest. You're making news right now. You're saying that you heard from more than one criminal law enforcement entity. They want your evidence. And the implication would be they don't necessarily have all of it, that this is germane to something they're investigating.
I would assume that they wouldn't be asking us for something that wasn't potentially germane.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Do you think Fox knows about that?
I don't know.
Or are they only finding out about it now?
I really don't know. I don't spend any time trying to read Fox's mind because it is at such a level of arrogance that you really can't comprehend it.
You would have heard them say that the tapes are germane to their investigations. That means they're relevant to the investigations. And you also would have heard them say that the tapes are relevant because they show the relationship between the Trump campaign and what was said on air on the Fox News. So in effect, the collusion that went on where the tapes show that they were behind the scenes, they knew the lies couldn't be proven, they couldn't be justified, and that they were lies. Yet when they went on there, they said, oh, we got evidence, we can back up the lies, et cetera, et cetera. So that's very damning. Now, the key investigations that they would be for, without a doubt, are the one in Georgia, where Donald Trump rang an official there and said, look, find us an extra 11,000 votes. That's on tape. So Georgia are investigating him for attempting to influence the election, attempting to hijack the election. And also two other investigations, one by Jack Smith, or both by Jack Smith, a special counsel they've appointed to investigate. One, the attempted coup, the attempted hijacking of the 2020 election, and inciting the riot. And if Donald Trump gets charged with that, inciting the riot, well, who helped him incite it, you'd ask? Well, Fox News did. That's where Rupert Murdoch and other directors could be in big trouble. And that's who's behind me. One's Rupert Murdoch, another's Paul Ryan, another director of Fox Corp. He could be in big trouble too. He's a former Republican politician, and he's now a director of Fox Corp, the parent company of Fox News. Another criminal investigation that Jack Smith is conducting is the big grift, where they said, oh, look, the election was stolen. Donald Trump was telling all his supporters the election was stolen, but can you donate to help us fight it? So it was a huge financial fraud. Donald Trump knows the election wasn't stolen, but he's tried to raise money back on the back of that lie. And once again, if Donald Trump gets charged with that, Well, who else do you charge? The people who help promote the big lie, they help promote the big grift, none other than Fox News and Rupert Murdoch and the directors of Fox Corp. So they could be facing potential criminal charges now for whatever reason. The Australian media haven't been reporting on this. This only hit the news a couple of days ago in America. I seen it and I said, well, I'll publish a video on that and I'll research it. But for whatever reason, the Australian media aren't reporting on it. They never reported on the Dominion settlement as well as they could have. They did report on the final settlement, but they didn't report on the ongoings leading up to that over the last few weeks. They were very scant on their reporting. They seem to be in Rupert Murdoch's hip pocket as well. And that Kangaroo Court of Australia is independent media. I publish a YouTube channel, website, Facebook page and Twitter account, and I'm reliant on donations to keep on publishing. So please support my Patreon account or PayPal account. My Patreon account is currently sitting on 228 supporters, donating $1,488 a month. The ultimate target is to get to 1,000 supporters, but by the end of the year, I hopefully get to at least 500 supporters. So if you can support that, it'd be greatly appreciated. You can donate any amount, $3, $5, $10, $15, $20 a month, any amount, whatever suits your budget. And please share this video on Facebook and Twitter, etc. Other than that, thank you for your time and have a good day.